What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king. Welcome back to more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. In the last episode, we managed to finish off the last remaining vanilla courses. Vanilla as in vanilla Wii U courses. Before it is time to now head on into the DLC courses from the Wii U edition. All of these were available right from the start here in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but they were not in the Wii U. These were all added on a little bit later. So as Yoshi, I think I'm going to go with... Let's go with another ATV this time. Let's actually go with the standard ATV. Let's actually check out our tire options here. So something pretty balanced, but not too balanced, if that makes sense. I want something that's got like decent handling and acceleration. I like the button wheels, actually. I think I'll go with that. And then we'll go with the Waddle Wing. And we're going to be heading on into the Egg Cup today. We're going to be doing the Egg and the Crossing Cups today. I bet you can't use... I guess who I'm going to be using for each of those... Well, actually, no. Sorry, I lied. We're not doing the Crossing Cup today. We are going to be doing the... Triforce Cup, excuse me, today, and the Egg Cup. That's my bad. I apologize for immediately getting your hopes up. If you want to see the Crossing Cup, no, that'll be next time. Because I actually want to do these in the order that they were released on the Wii U, and the Egg and the Triforce Cup were actually released together when those came out. But here we go. This is the Yoshi's Island that I was thinking of, or Yoshi's Circuit, excuse me, that I was thinking of earlier. This one is actually shaped like Yoshi, which is... You know, it's creative. I mean, otherwise it's kind of a little bit of a generic course. And I actually have one really big gripe with this level. They took the shortcut out. Why did they do that? Right over here, right on that turn, there's not supposed to be a guardrail in the way. There's supposed to be a gap that you can jump that allows you to, and I'm going to get hit. Oh, that was lucky. There's supposed to be a gap you can jump. If you have a mushroom, you'll go into a tunnel, and then it spits you out on that last... about 2 turns ago, it spit you out there, and it wasn't even like a huge difference maker of a shortcut. It only shaved off about a second or so, and that's only if you hit it perfectly, but it's just still kind of lame that it's not in the game anymore. Really only the shortcut that matters is right through the waterfall there in this course. Otherwise, it's just very kind of just generic, and I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like that's a big downgrade. Like, yeah, the course is clever. It's got the Yoshi shape to it, and who doesn't like that, but... Come on, that's one of the defining features of this track, and they just eliminated it. And you can't even say it was for balance reasons, because it doesn't make sense. It barely made a difference. There are way better shortcuts that they have kept in the game in some of these reprisals. Like, I don't understand that one necessarily. I guess it's just because it was a little bit like diluted, like it was the only way you should ever go when you had your mushrooms. But I don't know. I think actually this shortcut right here, like through the waterfall, that's probably better because it cuts out this entire bend right here that we're going on. And that's just, I don't know, that seems a lot stronger to me. Also, I think you can trick your way across it too. So, I don't know. I don't really think I like that decision too much. I actually don't want to get the purple boost there because it's very easy to run into the guardrails if you do get it. So, something to keep in mind. Whoa, now. Whoa, doggy. Whoa, Yoshi. We're good, we're good. All right, let's just keep this up. We're doing fine. Hit the straightaway, last lap. So, nothing has really threatened me in this one so far, so I'll take it. I like courses where there's no lightning and there's no blue shells. Thank you. Those are my favorite kinds of races. I actually feel like I have a little bit of a reprieve when that happens. So there we go. First one down with our ATV button combo. I kind of like it. I think it's cute. It's getting the job done. All right, now we get into... Oh, this course. Okay, I don't like this one, and it's not because it's not creative, because obviously it is. This is such a cool idea for a course. Awesome Nintendo homage. But the actual, like, function of this course... Come on, you can't tell me this isn't, like, the most boring thing in the world. It's a straight line, 2 turns, and then just a lot of trick jumps the whole way, and then you're just kind of at the mercy of whatever items get thrown at you. That's it. That's all it is. It's actually pretty easy to get the purple boosts on those turns, although you do have to overcommit a little bit. Otherwise, they're not really all that exciting. I don't know. I love it in theory. I love its look, but when I'm actually racing on it, I'm happy it's over by the time I'm done with it, because 3 laps around this thing is more than enough, in my opinion. It's a little bit of a boring course. But yeah, it's cool. I love the Excitebike look to it. Don't get me wrong. Excitebike, actually, probably my most played... You're never going to believe this. Probably my most played NES game, and I'm not even kidding when I say that. I don't know why, but I spent... And I do know why. I believe it's because... does anyone remember... And also, that was a perfect shot. Does anyone remember in... what was it? Was it... I don't think I hit anybody there. Animal Crossing for the GameCube. Also, I hear a blue shell. I'm going to let you go ahead, Toad. There we go. Perfect. Okay, that should work out in my favor, and I did not mean to do that. Went right over the explosion. Yeah, anyway, Animal Crossing for the GameCube used to actually have NES games that you could fire up in there, which I always thought was awesome, and I guess Nintendo knew it was too awesome and would rather have made you either pay a few bucks a month or outright pay $3 for those or buy an NES Classic, so they decided to take that feature away in future Animal Crossings. But you can straight up play NES games, and Excite Bike was one of them, and I played it a lot through that back in the day, because in the first year that I owned a GameCube in my life, like when I was a kid, I only had 2 games, and it was Mario Kart Double Dash, which came with the GameCube, and Animal Crossing, which was the only game I was able to afford with my own money. And for like the first few months I had that too, I didn't even own a memory card, so I would just leave the GameCube on and perpetually running, which, believe it or not, was actually a very easy thing to do, because fun fact about that game, you could actually, once you had the game started and you made it past the menu screen, if you never turned the GameCube off, it could run forever. Like, you could open the disc tray, pull the disc out, and it would keep running, because for some reason, the way Animal Crossing was designed, it had extremely low memory constraints, and so it would run directly off of the internal memory on the GameCube and on the memory card, instead of actually needing the disc to keep going, which back then was like unheard of. That never happened. Once the disc tray opened, you were done playing. But for some reason, you could, like, I remember I had that game, and I would turn it on, and then I had a buddy who wanted to borrow it for a while, and he did have a memory card, so I gave him Animal Crossing, and I let him borrow it for like 2 months while I just kept my GameCube on and only played because it's like the only thing I had. And I just only played Animal Crossing on my GameCube for a while and just left it perpetually running. And that's another weird memory. And Excite Bike, the fact that it was in there as one of those NES games meant that I played it a lot. Let's hit that with the super horn there. And yeah, a bit of an interesting, weird story, but it's just one that I remember from my childhood. And Excite Bike brings that back every single time. One of these days, I'm going to get around to recording that Animal Crossing again. I've tried it twice on this channel, and it just hasn't worked out. I haven't hard committed to it enough, but I'm hoping that when I get into the Animal Crossing series this year, which, no, yeah, that's actually, it's going to be the one that starts directly after this. And hey, I finally got to use a super horn on the blue shell for once. That never happens. That's awesome. Yeah, it's actually directly after this series is when the Animal Crossing Let's Play will begin. Hopefully that's going to be a good demonstration as to how I want to do all future Animal Crossing series, and instead of, doing this episode is a day, that whole thing that most people do with their Animal Crossing Let's Plays. I don't want to do that again this time. Also, can I get hit with enough items here, please? Because holy crap, was that double lightnings? I think it was. It was double lightnings and a red shell. So that was a little overkill. Can I please be big for once? And then look, another, and a blooper too. All right, I think we've had enough here. Let's go. Good course, by the way. I like this one a lot. I think it's very, very creative. I mean, there's not a lot going on with it. It's very simple, but it's just aesthetically nice. I love the fact that you're just constantly sidewinding around and using the curves to your advantage. It's just a very cool course. It feels good to drive around on. Big fan of it. Big fan of it. All right, here comes another blue shell. Can I cross the finish line before it hits me? Come on. Nope, because then I'm going to get hit with a third lightning and a blue shell. Is that enough items? Oh, my goodness gracious. All right, I think we're done. I still won somehow because I had such a huge lead, but that was absurd. 2 blue shells and 3 lightnings in one course. I think that's overkill. I really, really do. That is probably the worst item set we've dealt with yet, and I still won. So that's good. All right, on to the last race. Mute City, one of 2 F-Zero themed courses that were introduced in this game. These are anti-gravity the whole way through, and they've also got some other weird quirks. So, the energy beams, the energy strips that you deal with in F-Zero, these actually give you coins in this game. So if you run on those for a bit, you can fill up your 10 coins, and then it's all about boosting. Now, between the two, I actually like Mute City less. They both use a... I actually don't know if it's the exact same rendition of Mute City, but they do use a different rendition of Mute City than what is in previous games. I'm sorry, but this... and that was bad. This rendition of Mute City, it's got absolutely nothing on... Okay. All right, that's enough. All right, that's enough. Stop. I don't like this rendition of Mute City's music very much. I think it's very lame in comparison. It's just so, soft And it's like, sorry, this needs to be way more high energy. And what am I getting hit by? Holy crap, you guys. Calm down. Everyone has things, and they all need to stop. Yeah. I don't like this rendition of Mute City very much. This has got nothing on the Super Smash Bros. Brawl version of Mute City. That is by far the best variant of this track, in my opinion. But I also just don't like this course as much as the other F-Zero themed one, which we'll be getting into soon enough, and that went right past him. That is on, I believe, the Bell Cup, if I'm not mistaken. But I can't wait to talk about that one, because that is an awesome course. That is another one of those linear courses, as a matter of fact. Gosh, one of these days I need to do an F-Zero Let's Play, too. Now, that is a game that kicks my ass, though. It is so freaking hard. I love it. I love F-Zero, don't get me wrong. F-Zero X and GX are both fantastic games. And I actually don't mind the Super Nintendo one too much. I think it's all right. I think it's the weakest of the bunch, or at least of those three, but it's a good game. Certainly better than Maximum Velocity and GP, though. Those are, I think, the worst of the F-Zeros, no question. But good games, but GX and X are obviously the most superior in the franchise. Just fantastic all around. And yes, I am definitely in the crowd calling for more F-Zero. Don't let my comment from a few episodes ago make you think otherwise. Like, don't get me wrong, I love it, but I do also want to see... Oh, shoot. That was a really bad time to do that. But I would also like to see more extreme sports games that are not just F-Zero. Okay, let's go. Can I actually recover here? Okay, I'll be fine. Golly. I curved way too early there. That could have gone really, really poorly, but somehow managed to pull it out. And there we go. First place this time. We'll see if this continues. Let's get those highlights. All right, what do we got? Oh, Excite Bike. Of all of the freaking courses you could have shown, I really do need to be, like, favoriting the courses when I finish them to make sure that I get the right ones here. Yes, show me hitting the banana like a buffoon. Thank you. And also me missing with that green shell. I couldn't see where I was trying to hit Toad with that, but clearly missed that big time. Jeez, Dragon Driftway was brutal that time around. I cannot believe the amount of things that were thrown at me. All right, on to the next one. Let's head on in. We're going to be doing the Triforce Cup now. Who do you think I'm going to be using for the Triforce Cup? Of course, we're going to be using Link, and I'm going to be going with one of his themed bikes. Let's see. I went all the way around, didn't I? Where am I going? There we go. Master Cycle or the Master Cycle Zero. The Zero just has better stats all around, only for a slight speed decrease. So I think I'm going to go with that. Let's pick the tires. Though I think I am going to go with the Triforce tires for this one because of the better handling and acceleration. And then let's go with the Paraglider. Sure, why not? All right, into the Triforce Cup we go. And, oh, man, another course I really don't like, which would be Super Nintendo Rainbow Road. Big not fan of this one, but I don't know. It's just another very boring course, but we'll be okay. It's not the first one, though, because we get to start with a banger here, Wario's Gold Mine. This is a wonderful course. They did neuter this one a little bit, though. They made this one actually way too easy. The Wii version was a lot more difficult because, one, the gold mine carts were actually an obstacle in that game. In this one, they are actually they're actually there to help you. They're a benefit. What we're going to do here is we want to use these little bumps here to do tricks off of. And every single time you see those, you're going to want to take advantage of it. Watch out for the bats. They can actually mess you up quite a bit. But as long as you stay to the right, you should be fine. But yeah, this whole entire stretch here is anti-grav. So every single time you run past one of these gold mine things here, you can actually use them to slingshot. And I believe I am going to take this path here, but I don't think this is the ideal path this time around. I only think it was in the Wii edition. Like, it's still good and all, but it's not the absolute best. And let's flip over that corner because you want to make sure you hit that every single time. It's just such a big boon to do that. But now, let's just continue. I probably should have held onto that coin. Oh, well. We'll be all right. The only problem with holding onto two items is sometimes it's really hard to get your items, like your coin out, and then use your other item to cover yourself if something's coming your way. So, okay, but we should be good now. All right, let's just keep this up. This is not, yeah, they just made this course a lot easier. It was actually really difficult in the Wii version because there were so many ways to fall off. It was a lot narrower. Again, these carts were actually going to mess you up as opposed to help you out. But, I don't know, is that entirely a bad thing? Maybe not. It's just kind of a preference thing. I actually used to hate this course back in the day on the original Wii version, but it grew on me and it became like a higher skill ceiling course that I generally enjoyed quite a bit. Very popular online, too, for as far as the vanilla selections are concerned. So, it's a good one. I don't have too many things against it. Let's try to get to another item box here. Oh, barely managed to clip that one to get the trick off in time. That is a strategy. The less hang time you have, the better of a situation you're in when you pull off those tricks. Here we go. Oop, mushrooms. Okay, I'll take those. Sure, why not? We've got a huge lead on everybody right now. Master Cycle, I am not hating this one. Okay, I'm going to hit the trick there. Oh, this is such a hard turn to hit, though, if you do that. So maybe that wasn't the best idea. Oh, gosh, I'm bumping off of everything. Stop. There we go. Okay, a little sloppy at the end there, but we got it. This is a little bit of an... I don't know if I'm a huge fan of this particular bike, but we'll brute force it. We'll make it work. Now on to the course in this cup that I hate. Because it's just... This is another one that's just like, there's no cover, for one, in this one. So you're totally exposed to any and all items thrown your way. And, yeah, just... You feel totally stuck out in the open and vulnerable, and it's boring. It's boring. This is a boring course. The only excitement you get out of this one is that those thwomps will occasionally crash down to the ground, create shockwaves that you can do tricks off of. That's it. That's it. I mean, it's aesthetically okay, but it's still boring, and do not hit me into that. Almost got me. I think it did get Bowser, which is kind of funny. But here we go. Let's get to doing some tricks here. We are going to take a hit. How are we already so far ahead? I mean, I'm not complaining, but that was close. A lot closer than I meant for it to be. Now, this middle boost right here, I would only advise trying to go after that. I'm going the wrong way here. Would only advise going after that if you have a mushroom on hand, which I did not. There we go. Got a lead to start here. Let's try to keep this up. Oh, gosh, it's only giving me coins, and there is a banana right in the way. I was trying to squeeze through that gap, and that was just not an easy thing to do, given the circumstances. Oh, here comes another red shell. Okay. Okay, that's already the third one thrown at me in this course. This is what I mean by it feeling exposed. There's too many. There's too many items in this one. All right. I probably should. And here comes another one. Oh, my gosh. This is why I don't like this course. It sucks. There's just, you're completely out in the open, and there's not much you can do in this circumstance to actually defend yourself. And here we go. See if I can get Toadette here. And I'm going to long shot that at Bowser, but it's probably not going to reach him in time. There's a lightning, too, just for good measure. Can I get a red shell here? Nope, we're going to get bananas. Crush him. Thank you. It spun him out a little bit. That's good for me. Stop it. Don't be smashing me. All right, here we go. Time to gain some ground here. And watch out for any more additional blue shells. Toadette. Okay, let's drop that back behind. See if we can't knock them out. I don't think anybody got... Oh, I think I hit Toadette again, actually. Crap. Oh, all I have is a coin here. This is going to be iffy. This is going to be really iffy. If I had hit that mushroom, that would have helped out a lot. Okay, go, 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 go. Yes! Holy crap. That was actually close, because Peach was right on my tail at the end there. Bowser, he fell way behind. What the heck happened? He was like the most dominant racer for, honestly, longer than me during that track, but somehow fell all the way to 8th. Not that I'm going to complain about it, because that does me a lot of good. And on to Ice Ice Outpost, which is okay. Everyone who's watched my channel knows I love my snow and ice levels. I'm a big fan of them. This one is no different in terms of the way it looks. It's cozy, but this course is really boring. Like, it's just it's 2 tracks that, like, converge sometimes. And, yeah, I mean, it's like it's got the bends and the curves, and it's kind of cool and all that in that regard. But I don't know, man. There's just something about it that is just like, really? This is it? Like, oh, no, there's an anti-grav section at one part. That's cool. Yeah, there's some shortcuts you can take if you happen to have any mushrooms on hand. That's cool. Otherwise, yeah, I don't like this course much. Also, why did that hit me and not Peach? Because Peach was definitely the one that should have been intended for, but whatever, I suppose. All right, here we go. Let's try to... Oh, you suck. Fine, have that. I don't even care. At least I knocked some of them out with that. All right, there goes the blue shell. Okay, we got a lot of ground we need to make up here. Mario, we'll go right past you. Now, the good thing about drafting, this is something I never actually pointed out with drafting that I want to talk about really quickly. Yes, if you hold the draft long enough, you get this long boost that gets you ahead. But actually, the entire process of drafting will speed you up. So it's actually a good thing to try to use that to slingshot past people anyway, even if it's not going to hold long enough to give you the full boost. It's still absolutely worth it. So if you ever are coming up on somebody and you need that opportunity, make sure to start drafting behind them right from the get-go, and you should be fine. Okay, this is a perfect item distribution, which means a lightning is bound to happen here soon. I knew it, or something's going to hit me. All right, Mario, you want to play this game? We can play this game. And I am going... Oh, it's blue shell time. You know what, buddy? You have fun. I'll just let you deal with that. And there we go. Now I can hold on to my super horn, and I have a red shell in case anybody decides to pass me. Perfect. So I'll just use this for whatever comes my way. Come on. All right, we've got a good lead now. We've got a pretty darn good lead. Oh, and there's the lightning. It was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. Can't hold on to a super horn for too long, or it's going to hit you, and you're going to lose it. Golly. The only time I ever had it where I could actually use it in a useful situation was in Dragon Driftway, and that was just, absolute bombardment of items anyway that time. So it only did me so much good. But there we go. All right. That's 3 courses down here in the Triforce Cup, and now let's move on to the reason that I picked Link. Which, by the way, speaking of Link, okay, I do not like the character model that they picked for Link in this one at all. He looks wrong because that's clearly modeled after the Twilight Princess face, not the Breath of the Wild face. Like, I get it. Mario Kart 8 is much older than Breath of the Wild, but it's modeled after Twilight Princess. But then you can slap the Breath of the Wild clothes onto him as a skin. And I don't like that because it just doesn't fit. His eyes look weird and wrong, and I'm not a fan of it at all. But, yeah, this is not my Link. Not my Link. Not a big fan. But I still wanted to use the Breath of the Wild clothes anyway, just because, they're unique to this, and it's pretty cool. Also, this course is awesome. You're collecting freaking rupees instead of coins. Who doesn't love that? It's not the only course that has an awesome gimmick like this, but it's still pretty darn cool. Now, let's try to get do some damage here. Now, this part right here, you can very easily get a purple boost there, and also, I should have gone straight away there, because if you hit those boosts enough, you do activate the Master Sword there, and you can go right over the gap, but I decided against it for some reason. I guess I just kind of forgot. I also love that they're using those as... Oh, there we go. Using those plants as PD piranhas, basically. Or not PD piranhas, just piranha plants, I guess. But let's... Okay, I need to get some drifts in here. Come on, I'm losing my momentum. Let's go. Let's actually go. Okay, we got purple boost time. Very easy purple boost on that turn right there. It's a big gainer. And this, okay, I don't like this rendition of the Hyrule theme either. It's not very good, the Legend of Zelda theme. This is, like, clearly the Link to the Past theme, but it's also kind of modeled after the Link Between Worlds, like, version, but it's also, like, way more upbeat and not as interesting because of it, and I don't know. I'm just not a fan of this one. Also, one of these is, okay, that's going to hit me first. Iframes, thank you. Everybody is throwing crap at me right now. And then, of course, now... Oh, my gosh! Okay. Nothing like getting hit by a green shell. Okay. We got it. See, this is what I mean by falling behind. It just makes the whole scenario a lot more annoying to deal with. All right, I got some ground I got to make up here. I'm actually going to get rid of the super horn, so let's do that. And let's get caught up here. Everyone's right in front of me. Rubber banding is doing its thing, so I'm not that far behind. Is that a blue shell coming? I don't think it is. I think it was a red shell. I don't see it on the map, so we're fine. All right, there we go. All right, let's try to get down this thing as quickly as we can. There we go. Hit that one. Hit the last one. There we go. Oh, I missed the boost. No, I couldn't afford to do that. Okay. I'm going to throw that out and see if I can hit Peach with that. Perfect. Quickly. Okay, we got to make up some ground here. Come on. Give me something to protect myself, please. Thank you. That's what I needed. No blue shell in sight. We're fine. Keep going. Oh, I really could not afford to hit that banana. I really could not afford to hit that banana. Go, 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 go. Oh, oh my gosh. That was too close. Too close. I am so glad that Peach hit me there. Otherwise, she would have won that. Man, that was sloppy at the end. But we did it. We did it. We took first place. I still only have one non-first place finish in all of the cups thus far. There goes the Triforce Cup. In the next episode, we're going to be taking down the Crossing Cup and the Bell Cup. which I'm excited for that. Bell Cup is going to be another opportunity for me to try to get a 3 stars, whereas I wasn't able to. I've never done it in the past. Look at that bomb. That was awesome. That was a great bomb. And also love the blue shell going by to go after Mario. But for first place is always a good thing to see. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this episode of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it very, very much, and I'll see you all in the next one.